It's a beautiful Sunday in Los Angeles, and my husband Alex and I are heading out to the Hollywood Farmers Market. Recently, I've been noticing tons of people excited about home canning, that old-fashioned and simple method of preserving what's fresh and in season. This is a project I've been dying to sink my teeth into, so I was really excited when I met Jen Smith, an LA-based caterer and canning enthusiast. Alex and I are going to pick up the ingredients, and then I'll meet Jen back at home where she's going to teach me how to make dilly beans and peach jam from scratch. So we're back from the farmer's market. Jen's here, and we're gonna get started. We're just gonna launch right in. I did the prep work that Jen told me to do. I took the skins off the peaches by dropping them in boiling water for about a minute or two and then plunging them right into an ice bath. The skins came right off. Hi Jen, welcome.
Thank you, thanks for having me.
Okay, so for our peach jam, what's the first step?
Well, we'll take our peaches, which is about 2.5 cups here, and we will put them into the pot to start cooking.
Okay, what kind of heat is this over?
We'll start it up at a pretty good high heat.
Okay, next up?
Add our sugar. We have the alarming news that we'll use about a cup of sugar per cup of peaches, so that's 2 cups of sugar.
Wow, why is that?
This really encourages the gel. It's basically what makes jam.
Next up?
Is that we're gonna add some lemon to both brighten the flavor and also add to the acid.
Okay, and then a little bit of zest?
Yeah, towards that same end, just as a delicious additive.
Love it. Okay, give it a stir.
Yep. So for this first bit here, it's very dry. Keep stirring it and keep your eye on it because fairly quickly the peaches will break down and give off liquid. But right now it's, you can see it's a very dry, the contents are very dry. But even now you can see it's starting to make a syrup.
Things are starting to happen already. Ooh, it's a little sizzle.
Yeah. Right now it's at the top heat and I'm just going to turn it down to sort of medium heat.
About how long do we want this to simmer over medium?
It will be anywhere from 20 to 45 minutes.
Okay.
We'll be stirring it periodically, but it will get to a rapid boil and then we'll start noticing that it's changing and getting ready to go.
So we have the peach jam simmering away, and while that's cooking, we're gonna get started on the brine for our dilly beans. And so, Jen, what do we do? I've never made pickles before, or brine, or anything like that.
We're making a very simple recipe. This is very easy, and we're making a vinegar brine. What you have here, 2 cups of vinegar.
Measured it out. Okay. A couple cups of water.
2 cups of water.
What kind of salt are we using?
We're using a sea salt. Sometimes it's described as pickling salt.
We have these 3 things combined over medium heat.
We actually are going to bring it to a rapid boil and just have it very hot.
All right.
We're going to cold pack the jars.
Okay.
And then we'll just put the very hot brine into it.
Sterilize the jars by completely submerging them in a large pot of boiling water. Make sure you use some sort of metal rack because setting the jars directly on the bottom of the pot could cause them to break. After 10 minutes, carefully remove them from the water and place them on a dish towel on a flat surface. This looks beautiful.
Yeah, it's a very nice, it's a pickling spice. It's a blend I put together. You can find many, many recipes of how much of what should be in it, but there's mustards, coriander, allspice, dill, fennel, cloves, celery seed, bay leaves, some crushed red peppers, and some crushed cinnamon.
Okay, and about how much in each?
For this, we'll do a tablespoon in each jar.
Okay, and then garlic.
1 clove of garlic.
Nice, and you don't need to cut it up?
It's not necessary. This is such a labor-intensive process. Take the shortcuts that you can.
I like that.
Yeah. I like to put an additional bay leaf in.
Okay.
And then I also like to put an additional pepper.
Now it's time for haricot vert?
Yes. We stuff the jar as tight as we can.
Just stick them right in.
Stick them right in. When they're too long, I just like to use a little paring knife and cut the tops off.
This is over a pound of beans, and I feel like we're going to get almost all of it into these 2 cans.
That's right.
Fairly amazing.
Yeah.
Drop the lids in the boiling water to quickly sterilize them and prime the rubber ring for sealing. Using a funnel, carefully pour the brine into the jars, stopping an inch below the top. Wipe off the rim, then place the lid on top. Gently screw the ring on, but not too tight. This allows the air to escape while it boils, which creates a vacuum seal. While the fruit is cooking, periodically remove the foam that forms at the top. Nobody likes foamy jam. Once the consistency has thickened from that of a light syrup to more of a golden gel, carefully pour the jam into the jar, wiping the rim, then placing the lid and screw on top. Place the full jars into the boiling water.
Okay, now we're pulling them out.
Okay, and how long have they been in there?
After the water came back to a boil, they've been in there for 10 minutes.
Okay. They look so beautiful. Jen, I'm so excited to just try canning tons of different things.
I'm excited for you. You've got a whole bright future in front of you.
Thanks.
Okay. All right.